Paul Bernardo was born in 1964, and growing up, he thought that his dad was his real father, but it turned out that he wasn't. His mom had been lying to him. And from a very early age, he had a hard time speaking because he had a problem with his tongue, and they had to surgically fix it so he could start talking. Well, Paul's father, well, who he thought was his father, was not the best man either. His father would peep, he was a peeping Tom. He would peep in the young girls' windows, and he was sexually molesting his daughter and also other young girls. And it got to the point that his daughter ended up gaining a lot of weight because she wanted it to stop, and she thought that if she gained weight that he wouldn't be attracted to her anymore. And when the father ended up going to trial, Paul took the father's side. Well, as Paul got a little older, he also was having dark fantasies about young girls. He was obsessed with if a girl was a virgin or not. And he started sexually assaulting young girls, and I mean they were teenagers. He oftentimes would make sure that they didn't see what he looked like, but there was one that did see what he looked like and was able to do a drawing sketch. And a lot of Paul's friends thought it looked like Paul, and they did contact the police. When the police, though, had met up with Paul, they liked Paul. They didn't think, they thought he seemed like a nice guy. But just to be sure, they did take his DNA. But the problem was is it would take a while to come back. And this was the 80s. So, in 1987, he meets Carla Homolka. And they meet at a restaurant, and instantly the two become a couple. She's 17, he's 23. And he jokes with her about being the rapist. But she at this time just thinks he's joking. But what she doesn't know is that he isn't. He really is the rapist. Well, as they get together, he meets her family. She has two sisters, one Lori and one Tammy. Tammy is the baby, and Tammy is just 15 years old. But in this time, she's close to being 16, and December was her birthday. So Paul, though, becomes obsessed with her, and he tells Carla that she owes it to him to basically give him her sister's virginity because Carla was not when they met. So Carla is just like, well, you want my sister? She was okay with it. And Paul was abusive to Carla. But at the same time, Carla was a willing participant because in the videos they would videotape, she was just as much in it as he was. So Carla works at a vet clinic. So Paul tells her, hey, I know you have strong stuff that, we can give her to knock her out. So she ends up getting some medicine so that one medicine they can put in her food and the other goes on a rag that they can put on her face. So the first time it doesn't work because Tammy wakes up. So the next time they do it, Carla knows they need a stronger dose. So it's Christmas and the parents go to bed and Lori, the other sister, goes to bed. And Tammy, being the younger sister, she wants to hang out with her big sister. So they go downstairs to watch a movie. Well, they start drinking and they put stuff in Tammy's drink so she will fall asleep. And it starts to work. And then they put the rag over her mouth. That's when they start recording of everything they do to her. And at some point, Tammy stops breathing. So they're both freaking out. They're trying to hide evidence, hiding the videotape. And when the police come, they do find it odd that at the time of the morning it was, that they were doing clothes. So they take Tammy to the hospital where she doesn't make it. And that's where I'm going to leave off at part 1.